All right, so beginning of February 2026, as more people finally come around to the realization that our governments here in the supposed Western democratic world are ruled by, controlled completely by actual demons who engage in conduct too vile to even, for most of us to even contemplate, just for the sake of counterintelligence operations, because none of them see us as human. But anyway, I just find it interesting, while our media struggles to cover that, what they're always telling us, what they're always fixated on, but only in the shallowest, most cursory way, is fear-mongering about China. Oh, China's coming to eat our lunch. Oh, the CCP, oh, the Chi-Coms, the source of all evil in the universe. And, God forbid if there was like an actual democratic government over there, they wouldn't know what to do, because they would still hate China just as much, but they wouldn't be able to launder their racism through the lens of, oh, the commies. But they may have to face that reality soon, because what our media has not been reporting at all is there's big doings happening in China right now. And there's been, there's this hashtag over there for a while now, laying flat, which I'm taking inspiration from, but it's the equivalent of the phrase quiet quitting, this idea that boomers saying young people don't work hard enough, when, young people are saying I'll work as hard as what I'm paid and rewarded for. And I'm not just going to bleed my life dry to enrich billionaires who don't see me as human and aren't going to give me a retirement or anything. Another common hashtag over there right now is last generation, which also hits home over here, where we can't afford to start families if we want to. We know we'll never have homes, and so why would we bring children into this world just to be eaten and sacrificed and diddled by boomers? So, that's a global phenomenon. I shouldn't say global, but certainly in the industrial developed world, that's the situation. Anyway, I just thought it was my patriotic duty to report what our media isn't reporting about the situation there. And Xi Jinping has carried out this purge of the top echelons of the military, of anyone who wasn't lockstep with his Mao 2.0 program and his desire to invade Taiwan. And he's been successful in doing that, but in the process, he's alienated and terrorized and fractured whatever support he had left in the party. So the apparatus, even the state media apparatus and censorship, is breaking down right now. And there's freer discourse happening on the Chinese internet than there's been in a while. And it's one of those situations, as in Russia, as in America, everything looks normal on the surface, but beneath, there's a lot happening. And so it's two power struggles in one. It's a popular struggle against the government, and then within the government, there's a struggle within the ruling party, right? But the slogan now that's been trending is, one of the slogans trending among young people, are hashtags, is, if we only stopped working for 3 months, the government would fall. If we stop working for 6 months, we will have a new China. And they use the phrase something like, shed your feathers to be reborn, when the character that's used to mean feathers it's a play on the name Xi. It's a word play, and that made it into a state newspaper. But anyway, I just thought that was an interesting message, that apparently the great epochal tyranny of the CCP might be about to end. And so should this not be reported? I mean, they're the epitome of evil, right? And so patriotic Americans need to know what the good people of China say about how to overthrow their evil government. that's been exploiting them and using them up and sacrificing young people. And so what they say about the evil, despicable, inhuman government that is robbing them of their future and just devouring everything, every natural resource, all beauty, all hope for tomorrow in China. The gaggle of perverted, woman-hating, kid-diddling old men who've hoarded all the wealth and all the power unto themselves, while honesty and goodness and virtue are punished. And you can't even tell the difference between who's a criminal, like a career criminal, and who's an agent of the state, and who's a business, quote-unquote, business executive anymore, because it all blends so seamlessly together, like it does, in China. But anyway, since we're told that's the center of evil in the universe, why aren't more of the, even though all we have left are corporate-owned conglomerate, stations now that are probably all going to be owned by one thing, all, by Ellison or someone sooner or later. But just interesting, why aren't they reporting it? Especially since, they tell us that we're a conservative capitalist country. Why wouldn't they want to share this news? That apparently the people of China have found a way to rise up, and they say the way to get rid of an evil, exploitative government is just to stop serving them. 3 months, 6 months. Yeah, what do y'all think about that? Seems interesting. Seems like interesting international news, does it not?